Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends. Welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I am Gary, your host. This is where I like to take a look at some old comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and then examine the stories and the art. Okay, and this time, what I want to chat with you about is this book right here. It says Batman and the Outsiders, number 5 from 1983. Yeah, December 1983. This is written by Mike W. Barr, with art by Jim Aparo. And this issue guest stars the new Teen Titans. So it's got a lot of characters and a lot of action. Okay, The Outsiders is a DC superhero team, and the team consists of super characters who don't fit in the norms of the mainstream superhero community. Started with number 1 in 1983, and they have had several incarnations as a team with a variety of members. The team was founded by the Batman after estranging himself from the Justice League of America. He assembled and led the team as an opportunity to train several new heroes. And I can't remember how long it was before Batman actually left, and it was just the Outsiders. And then all the other incarnations have been the Outsiders. But in this adventure teams up the Outsiders with the Teen Titans, which also reunites, of course, Batman with Robin. And this is while they were having a tough period. And Mike Barr, who was born in 1952, is an American writer of comic books, science fiction, and mystery novels. He has written for several of the Star Trek series in either comics or novels, and his comic book debut was in Detective Comics 444 in 1974. Did a backup mystery story, and writing material for the text pages of comic titles, DC comic titles. And he was writing comics for both Marvel and DC by the mid-'80s. He did Brave and the Bold, Mysteries in Space, Green Lantern, Spidey, and Marvel Fanfare, and a host of other titles. The Brave and the Bold 200 ended the run of that title, Brave and the Bold, with the formation of Batman and the Outsiders. And then the Brave and the Bold was replaced by Batman and the Outsiders, number 1 on the roster. Of course, Brave and the Bold had been the Batman team-up title. And I have here number 4 and number 5. And this nice cover illustration. This was it's very, very busy, but very action packed, eye catching. It's features the Outsiders and the Teen Titans against the Fearsome Five, I think is what they were called. and it was uh, drawn by both George Perez and Jim Aparo. So, of course, brought Perez over from the Teen Titans. So let's take a little look. Okay, here you can see that cover, and it starts right off. We're already in the middle of a storyline. Starting this issue, and right off the bat, both teams are in peril in this lake. The title of this story is Simon Says, and Simon is a villain, one of the fearsome five. Notice the spelling, PSI, Simon. He has some psychic powers. And also notice the headshots all along here, kind of like the Justice League, with the rosters of both teams. With, of course, Batman, Geoforce, Halo, Katana, Metamorpho, and Black Lightning. And then for the Teen Titans is Robin, Cyborg, Changeling, Kid Flash. Wally West was still Kid Flash then. Raven, Starfire, Wonder Girl, and Terra. And of course, Terra on the Teen Titans is the sister of Geoforce on the Outsiders. And they're both part of the royal family of I've forgotten what fictitious country they are. But here everyone is sinking. Seems to be that they're going to be drowning. And Batman is right there thinking, knew I'd die someday. Always thought Robin, Outsiders, would take over. Ugh. So they all have their brief thoughts, doubts, regrets. But then there's Terra. There's only one chance because she's got powers over the Earth, and there's brings together bits of the Earth from the bottom of this lake, creating a little island, and raises it up to catch all the sinking bodies. She alerts her brother Geoforce, who gets underneath, and he raises the whole mass up. They catch everyone, and those great exciting scenes, nice pacing, and then boom, here we go. He lifts the whole island using his Geoforce energies combined with his sister Terra's power, and saves the whole kit and caboodle. And then Halo is, oh, Changeling, I think he's drowned. Help, somebody, help. And he's there, and he was faking, trying to get her to give him mouth-to-mouth. That really tease her off. She goes to zap him. He turns into a jackrabbit and scampers off. And Batman chides everyone and said, "Knock it off." As I said when I was in the Navy, no skylarking. Stop that skylarking. And then he says, "Oh, we're close to Gotham City. We'll go to the Outsiders headquarters and get cleaned up and everything." And then here's Robin. He's back, complaining to himself. It's always the same. Every time I step out on my own, he steps in, and it's back to being the boy wonder. So Robin is not. Remember, this is Dick Grayson, Robin. This is before he became Nightwing. And of course, this great Jim Aparo art, as you've probably tired of hearing me say, he is my favorite Batman artist. Good visual storytelling, and then we change scenes. We're on at some house on the cliff. Looks like Tony Stark's house from the movie, and inside are the Fearsome Five, and what's his name? Dr. Light. He is the founder and apparent leader of the group. And here they've got some muck monsters which they control, and he's kind of gloating. And then, here's Simon, and then he's got the others behind him, and they are ousting Dr. Light. And this includes this little person Gizmo and this big person Mammoth. And I didn't catch the name of the lady. It says, "They and the rest of the Fearsome Five do only as Simon says." So he's ousted. The muck monsters are throwing muck at him, and he takes off, and he is committed to his revenge against him. Of course, and they think both teams are dead at this point. And Simon has his mind control powers, and he's got a new plan coming up. Here we are in headquarters. This is a little bit of quiet time for a little bit of character development. The two members of the two teams chatting amongst each other, getting to know each other. Of course, Prince Brian and Tara are catching up. They've been separated, and Halo and Raven, and Raven is the youngest member of the Outsiders team, and she's later all pissed off because Batman makes her go to school, and so even though she doesn't really look that young here, she looks about the same age as the Titans, who are a little older, 19, 20, 21. And they're all chatting. This is yeah. And then I guess this is at the beginning of Starfire and Robin's relationship together. It seems logical that Manhattan is the focus of this Fearsome Five plan. We'll return there, check the police broadcasts, and already there, Batman. Robin has kind of taken the lead, and so Batman starts giving orders, as Batman does, much to the chagrin of Robin. They get to some disturbance in Central Park, and it's Dr. Light and Simon and his muck monsters, and they're fighting in Central Park in New York. And they're doing his metamorphing stuff. Gets rid of the muck monsters. Cyborg zooms in, going to take out Simon, but it's just a mental projection. And Dr. Light is exhausted, but he's still able to acquit himself admirably against Starfire and Halo. And Dr. Light is able to, because they have similar powers, manages to do a little bit of mind control of his own on Halo. She creates a distraction, so the Titans are able to snap her out of it, basically. Meanwhile, the Empire State Building and the rest of the Fearsome Five are getting in the Empire State Building. They're going to go up and to the broadcasting center. If I can get this page open. because they're going to set it up so that Simon's mind control broadcast, so he'll be able to mind control the entire city. Evil plan. They got Dr. Light, and they've gone to the Titans headquarters. Oh, they're interrogating him. Says, and he kind of reveals what their plan is. He says, and he's just not happy because he was ousted by his own team and then captured by the good guys. Well, here they are starting to broadcast their mind control. People getting mind controlled. Showing that, and have a strange feeling in the air. Said, "It's Simon's radiation. Halo, don't worry, we're protected." They had a gizmo that Cyborg had concocted using and used some of the powers. It was give them a temporary protection against the Simon's psychic control. And so, of course, Empire State Building, changeling, flying there as a bird, turns into a giant gorilla so he can climb up the sides. Yow! Electrified. And then they come in and they're being attacked by the civilians who are being mind controlled. Oh no, we can't harm them. We've got to take care of them. Good job, Kid Flash. And he starts giving commands for both. Batman gives commands for both teams. And then Robin steps in and says, "No!" Said, "Starfire is best on offense, not defense. We'll need Halo to put Simon away. Robin, you're out of line." "The hell I am. I know the Titans better than you, and I know more about running a team than you. I won't let you endanger us all just because you like to be in charge." Arrgh. Good for him, standing up for himself and taking the Batman down a peg when he needs it. And so he takes charge, starts giving orders, and they're taking out the fighting civilians without harming them. And then the rest of the team goes head to head with the rest of the Fearsome Five, utilizing their powers against a bunch of them. And here Batman and Robin work together on Gizmo because he has no superpowers, just gadgets. And they have no superpowers, just gadgets and brains and wit. And then this lady, didn't catch her name. She tries to transmute. I guess she has transmuting powers. Tries to transmute Metamorpho into crystal, I guess, and which is not good. It causes feedback because Metamorpho he's the transmuter, so he has control and causes feedback, and she turns herself into crystalline form, and fight, and they take out the rest of the Fearsome Five. And it's her, Halo's aura, her powers, zaps Simon, and blah, 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 blah. "No, stasis being held me prisoner before, and it will again lose." So he's out of action. They get back, and Dr. Light is gone, left his costume there with a note, "I quit." So he got away. But then we could see some, as Geoforce and Terra embraced as siblings and say, "Well, good working with you. We'll see you later." And then we get little hints of things to come in the future. Because Terra is regretting. She knows now she's going to be betraying the Teen Titans in the future. But everything's cool for now, and Batman and Robin are friends again, at least for now. It says, "A pupil is only as good as his teacher, and I had the best there is." The end. And that's it for this issue. It's some good visual storytelling. I wish it had the previous issue so I could read that one. And the next issue starts another story. I didn't like it as well, and it ends on a cliffhanger. So I thought it was better to start on a cliffhanger. Plus, I liked the idea of the Outsiders and the Titans together. With a little bit, because this had a little bit of work on the plot with Marv Wolfman in it too. Well, he was the editor on it, so yeah. So it was kind of natural to bring some of that stuff in there, and so that's what I've got for Batman and the Outsiders. I liked that title. I followed it for quite a while, I think, until Batman left, way back when. Then things changed with the Crisis on Infinite Earths. But that's all for now. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe. Share it with your other comic book friends. If you're Teen Titan fans, but not Outsider fans, well, you might appreciate this one then. And remember, comics are art.